Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new meeting. Today we're gonna make this to work. Before we start, we're gonna need, of course, the robot. We're gonna need the wire, which this one is a USB to use to micro USB. So it's a B to the USB, micro USB. And then for preferences and commodity, we're gonna need an Ethernet cable, which is, you can see this is the connector. Okay, so what we are gonna do first is we're gonna hold the Romi bot. We're gonna connect the USB to one of these 4 USB ports. It doesn't matter which, just put it good enough. When it does a click, it's done. And then the other side, we're gonna connect it to the Romi bot, like the lower end board to this like PVC, the USB. We connected. There we go. When it does like a little click, well, not much of a click, we are done. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna hold one end of the Ethernet cable. We're gonna put it there. It did a click. And then the other end, we're gonna connect to the computer. If it's for commodity, if it's for like, it's better, you can connect first to the computer and then on the Romi. Don't worry. I'm connecting it to my computer. And because you know that there are some big computers that have the Ethernet connection on the back, therefore it's better for some to connect first in the computer and then on the Romi. Now, I'm gonna just check to my internet if I'm connected to the Romi bot, and I need to. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on this. We're gonna flick this little lever or this. We're gonna flick it to when it's on, and then we're gonna press this button. It doesn't turn on. Oh yeah, it did turn on. It's turned on now. Now you could see, if you see, you might see like there it's connected to the to the Wi-Fi. Let me see if it's turned on. So how I was saying, you turn it on, and you press the button just in case. And now we're gonna see in our computers that we are connected to an Ethernet. If you check it again. So if you don't see it connected as an Ethernet connection, you might want to go to configuration and check it out, as I'm going to do now. Okay, let me share that part of the screen. And I'm in here. Sure, you can see this, right? Right. And you can see in here, there is an unidentified network. And I think that it's connected. This should be the IP. Then it is connected. Let me see, yeah, it is. You see this? If it shows this, then it means that it's connected. I'm gonna stop sharing this. And I'm gonna show you the other screen. Now that we have that done, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna show you that other screen is in here. So you see, you should go to this website. I'm gonna send you the link later on. This, it's basically the hub of the robot. I had it prepared, so now we're gonna reload the website. I press F5 for quick reload, and we can see this. In here, we will see various things. So for example, we're gonna go to writable, so we can edit the robot. And we're gonna go to restart system. It's gonna do a restart, and then it's gonna show back connected. We're gonna wait until these things change. Now reload the page. And you see it doesn't show. That's because it got restart, like got disconnected. You're gonna see in here, it's back on. So we're gonna, and we reload again, and we see it in here, and now it's connected. You see? Now we go to writable, and we go into Romi. We go to the bottom where it says update firmware. This will do the connection that I said, the USB with the A port. You see that? We're gonna click in update firmware. And here there's gonna be various like lines that you don't need to understand, so don't worry. And where it says that, and as you can heard, you heard like a did-it, it's done. And now the robot, it's done. Now you can program it. However, what we're gonna do now is something very interesting that's gonna help you. So in here, we will do so now the robot is done. However, when you want to connect to the robot, you will use this and this password. So this is the name. Oh, this is the name and this is the password. However, this will only allow us to connect to the robot. But if we want to connect to the robot and the robot to connect to our Wi-Fi, so we can see videos on YouTube while programming the robot, what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go to access, we're gonna go bridge. In here, we're gonna, in this one, we're gonna change it to our Wi-Fi address, that one, and then the password.
And so Ruben, just so I know, like the SSID, that's like whatever your like home Wi-Fi is called, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
That's the home Wi-Fi. Now I'm gonna
I was just gonna ask you, so like the rest of the stuff that it's asking about, like the WPA2 and the Wi-Fi address, like is all that somewhere I could find in my computer? Like it'll tell me.
So you don't need to change the other things.
Okay.
The other things are not needed to be changed. Like I already checked. So from here, actually, yeah, no, from here you need to change this one to here, and that's it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And the only thing that you need to change is the name of your Wi-Fi and the password. If done, now we press save. Remember, the changes needs to be while you are having writable. That way, the changes will be saved. Let's press one more time. We're gonna go to system. I'm gonna go to read only. If it allows it, it doesn't allow it. Don't worry. Saving the changes in here, as you can see, are saved. So that being done, congratulations, we have completed the robot. Good job, man. Good job, guys. So what we're gonna do now is in read only, I'm just gonna check out the access point so we could see in here. Oh man, no bad. Okay, we're gonna go to a bridge as how it was. And here. So now we have the robot connected. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna do this. I'm gonna open a new code. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here, create a new project. I'm gonna close this one. Go in. When we open our VS Studio, we're gonna go to here. We're gonna go and create a new project. We're gonna go in here and choose example. Then we're gonna choose Java. And then here we're gonna search for Romi. And there's gonna be this wonderful code, which is set Romi reference. Gonna click it. Then here we're gonna choose a folder where we want our robot to be, or the code. So, and I want it in here. So I'm gonna create a new, and it's gonna be test 1. I'm gonna put in here test 1, the team robot. And then I'm gonna put in here. So this is if you want to use the robot as for simulation purposes. And we want it yet. So we're gonna put now generate project, and I want in new window. And then we are in here. As you can see, it's generating the code. And it's done. Wonderful. Now you've completed the first and the most important part of the tutorial. Congratulations to you. Thank you. You can give a tap in here and a tap in here because you've done awesome in following this. That being done, we're gonna click in here and you click, and now we have the code. Gonna go in here, Java, and here's the robot. Now the robot is done, so we can program it, or like we can run it. I'm just gonna check if it's connected. Let me see if it's connected. Oh, now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn on the robot back again, and I'm gonna press the button to turn it on. And now the robot should be connected to, as it says in here. It will say it eventually. Configuration. Let me just check in here. Well, it is technically connected. As we can see in here. No, not in here. In here, I'm gonna reload the page so you can see that we are connected. While that, I'm gonna unravel my controller. Okay, so it's not connected. That was a good proof that it's not. Now it should be connected. Just check that I had connected the right way. Now I have the controller connected. And I'm just checking if it's connected, or not. See, it is connected. Wonderful. Now we reload this. When it reloads, we're gonna see the robot. Gonna wait a little bit. Let's wait a while now. I'm gonna go in here. You can see this is a robot, this is the code. It's wonderful, it should work. It should work with this one because I already checked it out. Okay. Well, that I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna press drive station here, driver station, because we need this one. Let me just check if I'm connected. Okay, it is connected, wonderful. And here we have this, the driver station. And wonderful, it works. Now we can see this and this. Now I'm gonna, okay, that doesn't matter, it's not a problem. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna press enable, pardon me. Okay, no, that's wrong. We're gonna go in here, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna press run. If it doesn't work, we're gonna press F5. So you can see it's here, in here it's gonna do some execution. It's gonna try to execute. And if it's working properly, we're gonna see we're gonna see something. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this one. Can you see this? So it failed. Let's see what it failed in. Let's see where we failed. What did it do? Okay. I'm gonna try it again because it should work. You can see it here. No. It's working. Okay, let me see. But I do know where is the problem. That's good. Just need to go to build.gradle. Build. Great. I think it's in here.
So
let me just. Pardon me.
Ruben,
Yes?
just so you know, so build.gradle is generally something you don't want to mess with as far as.
Oh no. So I need to mess up with because I'm gonna show you screen. You can you see this? So since I changed the Romi network, in here it says that I need to change this one to the IP of the robot, which means that I need to go to here and I need to see the IP Romi network settings. And
ignore me, you're correct.
We need to change this thing. 3653. There we go. Save that. Now so I'm trying to find where is it that it should be the IP.
So I think you had it a second ago. So if you go back down to, I think it was an application.
Application?
Nope. Try network settings. I mean, that would make the most sense.
This is not the IP.
Right. So what you want it, unless they give you different directions, you want the Wi-Fi address to be static.
Why? It says different. Why it's static?
So static allows you to just set an IP address right there. But if it says not to do that.
Do I set an IP address?
I think you could theoretically. I mean, that right there, that would be 0, 0, 0, 0.
Would that work? It's like should I put like a number?
That technically I think would work, but you can add a number.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is 3. That's my IP. That works. And now in here, I'm gonna go to build.gradle. I don't. Okay, in here it is. Build.gradle, and here we need to change the IP to where it asks the IP. I'm not sure if it's here. Okay, in here it is. I'm gonna copy it and paste. And I'm gonna save. I'm gonna run again. Let's see if this time works. Good, it's compiling. Okay, it failed. Where was my mistake? Here. Okay, okay, let me check. And update the line to the to the appropriate IP.
Ruben, did you save the IP address after you set it?
Of course, I saved. So you can see there is no bubble. Oh, if I've saved in here.
Right.
Let's see. I'll go in here just for. Okay. Save it. I'm gonna restart system just in case. Should have restarted. Not restarting. Should take some time. Stefan, are you following up, or I got you too much confusement?
I'm following, but yeah, I'm having like similar issue where it's not really connecting. But I don't know if it's because I'm like looking it up and it says like the IP address of like the network. So I don't know if it means like the actual network's like IP address. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
Oh, let's see if it's connecting. Oh, and here we have the IP. We just have checked in here. Should I change this or not? If I change this IP, I would be changing the IP that is assigned now, wouldn't I?
So I'm not sure. It depends on because if the Romi is the host, then all you would do would be to change your IP relative to it. But if you're the host, you could change its IP relative to you.
Oh, right.
I think because in the build.gradle, it says it's connecting to like, or hold on, let me. Yeah, it says like the IP address the program uses to connect to the Romi. And I guess that IP address would be whatever IP the Romi is also on. So yeah, I think it would like be your own IP, not like its IP.
Okay, then I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna change this to access point. And then here, what we do when we're in access point, if I'm not wrong, we need to change this. Actually, I don't know. Here, we need to change this to the Wi-Fi that we want. So in here, for example, I'm gonna, let me see, channel. Oh yeah, this is when you have many robots, we just change this one. Let's connect to 1, and here I'm gonna put Romi bot 1, and the password, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I put in here.
So Ruben, what you're setting right now is because the Romis have built-in Wi-Fi, you're just setting up what it will appear as when you connect to it.
No, what I'm changing now is so before we were using their Wi-Fi as like an endpoint. What I'm gonna do now is I just gave since I'm not sure how to solve this problem, I'm just gonna connect to it as if it was Wi-Fi. So so before the Romi board was a middleman, now it's gonna be an endpoint. Now, if I restart the system, I'm just gonna check in here. So this is okay. I'm not sure if this is but that's. Do you know, Cam, what this means?
I don't.
I think like on the
Um,
website for like the first like FRC website says that's the IP address that the program uses to connect to the Romi. I don't know exactly like
Yeah, but that's
that
this
means.
one. That's this
It's-
one.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, pretty sure.
But my
that was it.
question is
Yeah,
this
it's that.
thing, the hassle host.
Oh, I guess that's like the Wi-Fi host that everything's connected to. Like
Oh,
that's
would
what my
make
guess
sense.
would be, because if they're both on like different networks, like you can't really like connect to it.
Or here you see the Wi-Fi one. I'm not gonna connect because since I only have one one Wi-Fi antenna, I won't be able to be in the meeting while I do that. I'm just gonna wait until it loads. So you can see in here it worked. Let's see Romi here. You can see it's connected. We don't need to update that. Go to network settings. Here's the Wi-Fi, and now I'm gonna try it again because I'm persistent. Giving up is never the option. You should never give up. I'm gonna do this. Save. I'm gonna go to Gradle. And here, I'm gonna copy this, paste it. However, I'm gonna do this. Then here, paste this. And save it. I'm gonna run this one. Go into here. I'm running it. If I run this code, it might be a different result. Maybe. And it's not different result, as you can see. What if, by the way, you can now leave, don't worry. No, we're just testing.
So Ruben, looking at the documentation,
Yes,
I'm going to suggest you set it with the following settings. All right.
yes,
So your Ethernet should be DHCP.
yes.
All right. Your Wi-Fi mode should be bridge.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. You're just looking at the same setting that I was talking before, but yeah, in here
Right.
should be my Wi-Fi, right?
Leave that as it is, leave the passphrase as it is, and then change Wi-Fi address to DHCP.
You see, it was like I said before.
Right. So now if you save this, my guess is it won't work. So
It will not work, but that's because we're this. So
right.
this should be the Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi.
Right.
But in here we're not setting like an IP.
Right.
Well, I think
So-
the IP is your own Wi-Fi's IP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It would make
so
sense. It would make sense that
So-
that would become my Wi-Fi.
Ruben, if you go in and get your IP address,
Here.
just like we were looking at a minute ago.
Do you want me to see my IP address? Oh,
Yeah, I think you have to
Um,
put in your IP address.
your
in order to-
Ethernet
one here,
here.
right?
Yes. If you click edit.
But that's manual. Like I could just do that. Like I could just
Yeah,
put
can't cancel that really quickly. We're just gonna look at something else for a second. All right, properties.
as you can see. So I know what you're following this.
Right, so it's really strange that that doesn't work. Because it should be. And does what they have as the default work? Like if you put in 10.0.0.2, does that work?
Where? Oh, in here.
Into the code. Yep.
Let's test it. Actually, I'm not gonna change this one. I'm gonna go to the other one. Because this code, so okay, I'm gonna first save in here.
Okay.
Save. Now I'm gonna go in, not in here, in here. I'm gonna run it again. See, it doesn't work.
Build failed. All right.
Wait, did you already try putting in your own IP there?